Good morning, everyone. Now, do you feel like whistling today because of the beautiful weather outside? Now, after the pouring rain last night, the skies are clear, and it's not too cold this morning, nor is it too hot. And even if you're one of those people who can't whistle at all, I'm sure you guys will be humming because some of you guys have a day off today to vote. And if you have any plans to go anywhere at all, please, we recommend that you vote first. Now, Abraham Lincoln said, the ballot is stronger than the bullet. Now, we can express ourselves and have our own voices heard through our votes, so everyone's vote counts. So we brought a song to make you guys feel great this morning, make you want to whistle to celebrate our right to vote, and we should never take this for granted. The start of our show is by Flo Rida, and the song is called Whistle. Yes, that was Flo Rida with Whistle. And you guys now tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? It's pretty simple. All you have to do is send a text to sharp at pound 1013 for a charge of 51. Hit us up on Kakao Talk, but to do that, you need to add us, TBS EFM that is, as a plus friend. Also, if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin' and make sure to tweet us away. And also, we're live today, so we emphasize and we want you guys to call us at 02-778-1013, and you can have a live chat with me online. Also, if you have a longer message, you just want to say what's up to us here, to the What's Poppin' family, the email address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And if you want to check out our playlist, please come to our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. Now get ready for today's pick. Alrighty, as we mentioned in the beginning of our show, today is regional election day here in Korea. And voting is another way of speaking up and representing yourself in politics. So we thought we should talk about speaking out or speaking publicly. Now, speaking in front of an audience can be a nerve-wracking experience. Trust me, I know from experience. So if you're having difficulties or having stage fright, here are a few tips. Now, these tips are perfect for you guys. Number one, have good posture. I know a lot of people are like, what's that got to do with it? Now, having good posture or straight posture will let people know that you won't let them walk all over you. Now, if you sulk over or slouch, then people may think you're easy to look down upon or poke at. Number two, sometimes you have no great topic to inspire your audiences with, so listen to other people's opinions. Also, during the speech, if you have time, try to interact with people. Ask questions and listen to their opinions, which make you feel like you're not the only one in the room. Get people involved. Number three, of course, we would like you to relax and be confident, but stage fright can all of a sudden just come out of nowhere. Apparently, there's a simple exercise you can do to calm your nerves, and it's called the Sarnoff Squeeze. Now, singer and actress Dorothy Sarnoff, this famous actress from The King and I, always had stage fright, and one day, she noticed that another main actor was up to some strange stuff during breaks when they performed together on Broadway. Now, he would push hard against the wall, backstage, grunting like he was about to fight somebody or shove something over. When she asked him what he was doing, he explained, "It helps me control nervousness." So when Sarnoff gave a try, she found it indeed worked. Now, pushing hard against the wall pulled her away from stage jitters and gave her a burst of energy that she never imagined before that made her feel stronger and ready to go. So I hope these tips helped you guys to speak your mind often. And if you guys have any tips yourself, please, like we said, contact us, send us tweets, give us a call. Now, here we have a song for you guys for everyone who believes in speaking out for the right reasons. This is Janelle Monáe with Mr. President. That was Janelle Monáe singing Mr. President. Now, she's not the only one who wrote a, open letter to the president in music. Now, Pink also wrote a song called Mr. President herself and openly criticized what was going on at that time. Now, of course, there are many singers who send out political messages like Bob Marley, Joni Mitchell, Bob Dylan, and we only mentioned a few here. And it's never easy to speak up your mind, and even artists, they never hold back. I mean, we recommend that if you have something on your mind, you want to say it. As long as it's right, it's positive, nothing negative, we actually emphasize that you never hold back your feelings. Now it's time to move on to the next artist. And we're going to move on to the lovely Anne-Marie. Now, she has her vocal styles that is very unique and sometimes very powerful, edgy, but can be soft as well. Now, if you can't remember who Anne-Marie is, she was born to a Korean mother, and she spent her first 3 years of her life in Korea. And because her father was a chief warrant officer. She traveled a lot and lived in many different places around the world. Now, her most well-known songs are One Thing and a song called Think of You, which was often an original soundtrack for a dance film called Honey. Now, the last album released by Amerie is called In Love and War back in 2009. And it's been a while since she released her new album or new material, but we heard news about her upcoming singles, and we're going to tell you guys about that shortly after the song. This is Amerie with Tell Me You Love Me. That was Amerie with Tell Me You Love Me. Now, this song is from her latest studio album, In Love and War. Now, she subsequently announced in 2010 that she was working on a new album named Somatica, Volume 1, but it was never released. She officially changed her stage name as well from Amerie to Amerie. The difference is there's two eyes at the end of the name instead of one eye in 2010 to reflect her newly found positive energy. Now, since her album Somatica didn't get released, it has been nearly about 5 years since she, released new stuff and we last heard new material from her. But that all stops right now because she's back with a new preview and it's called What I Want. Now, she only has published a preview, so hopefully she'll release it very, very soon. But right now, we got to go up on Twitter because we're blowing up and you guys can get mad if I don't do it on the live show. So Agni D just wrote in, good morning, B. It's my last working day before a long vacation. Do you know where I go to vacation or go for vacation? Have a good day, Ka. Well, you're in Thailand. For me, Thailand is a perfect vacation spot. So you're just in the best place for work and vacay. But if you want a change of scenery, come to Korea. Yes, because you know that our concert's in 2 days. So if you want, come here, listen to our music, and then go back. There you go. Also, we're having a lot of retweets today. Brian Canada wrote, yes, proper posture and exuding confidence definitely helps. The poking comment made me laugh. Ha ha ha, poke poke. Aw, well, you can't really poke me right now because I'm kind of on air and... Anyways, moving on, we have the last song for the first half of our show set up for you guys right now. And earlier we're talking about speaking up for yourself and speaking your mind. And this rapper actually is a perfect example. He's not afraid to speak his mind. And we're talking about Eminem. And the song we're going to play for you guys for the last song for the first half of our show is called Like Toy Soldiers. So listen up carefully because he talks about the controversy and all the rap battles and the violence in the raps community, with Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. and all that good stuff. So if you're a rap fan, check out the song, listen carefully, and I'll be back with part 2. This is Eminem with Like Toy Soldiers. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. This your boy Brian Jew. Are you boys and girls ready for groovy grooves of jazzy Jew filled with smooth grooves of R&B and soulful music? Get ready. Yes, it's time for Groovy Grooves, the Jazzy Jew, where we play smooth grooves of R&B and soulful music for your ears. Now, the first artist that we have set up for you guys is R&B's favorite, one of R&B's favorites, and we're talking about Mr. Trey Songz. Now, his best-known songs in Korea are Can't Help But Wait and I Need a Girl. Even though he's a very talented singer, Songz did not have aspirations for a musical career as a child due to his shyness. Wow, I did not know that because Trey Songz does not seem shy at all on stage. Now, he said, singing wasn't a reality for me until other people started noticing I sounded good. Now, many people think performances must be outgoing and have to be under a great big spotlight, but that's not true. Lots of performances are actually shy and very reserved. Now, Trey Songz got over the shy personalities thanks to his family and the support of his friends. And if you guys are wondering what he is up to, he was recently in the UK to support of his much anticipated new album, Trigger. But that's his first. We gotta listen to his other song first right now because we don't have new material right now. But the first song, the first song for the second half of our show, that is actually right, came out in 2012 and it's called Never Enough Time. That was Trey Songz featuring Jonta Austin, Never Enough Time. Now, we're going to move on to the next artist, but before we do, we're blowing up on Twitter. Got to read the Twitter comments. Either I'm blowing up because I have my notifications on my phone too, and I'm vibrating like crazy. Anyways, Ray Butler just wrote, yay, I'm finally able to listen to What's Poppin'. Brian G Music. I've missed you guys. Well, Ray, we missed you as well because I've been reading your tweets when we're live, and you're always doing something, trying to figure out how to download the app and listen to it in China. But we're very glad that you're able to tune in again. And we missed you. You're an avid listener, and you're like family to us here at What's Poppin'. So glad to hear that you're back here with us. But right now, like we said, we're blowing up on Twitter, but most of them are retweets, so I'm not going to read a retweet that I tweeted earlier. But we do have a caller online. TBS, what's poppin'? Who am I speaking to?
Hi, this is Brittany.
Brittany, how you doing? Can you tell all the listeners out there where you're calling from?
I'm calling from the U.S.
Where in the U.S.?
Georgia.
Georgia. All righty. Well, thank you for calling today. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good. A little bit tired, but other than that, I'm good.
Are you just finishing up with work?
It's a long story. I'm just tired.
Okay. We don't want to get too detailed and get mixed in with your personal life. But you did call in, and you know we're talking about stage fright today and how to overcome stage fright. Are there any tips that you use, like if you're in a social event, or it doesn't even have to be stage fright, but, you know, when you first meet somebody or a group of people, to break the ice, to get to know them better, to get that awkwardness out of your system? Is there anything that you do ritually?
One of the things I do is make a really corny joke.
Okay.
Just to make everyone laugh, and it kind of makes things a lot less awkward.
Oh. Now, to be honest, I've tried that before. And my corny joke is a little bit too on the corny side. And what happened was, for me, my experience, they kind of slowly walked away, and then it just made everything more awkward, because then it made me feel very self-conscious, like, oh my gosh, now everybody's in the corner talking about me and being the weird guy with the weird jokes. So sometimes I feel like even if you have a corny joke, you need to back it up with something to, you know, some kind of news maybe, you know, that's going on in the world that it might actually catch the interest of people. So only a corny joke might not work sometimes. That's my personal experience.
Okay.
Yes. So, have you ever been in a situation like that so far?
Many times.
Many times. And has it worked for you?
Most of the time it does, but okay. I think part of it is my personality. Most people don't expect me to make a corny joke. People tell me that I look at I don't know why, but that's what they say.
Well, that's a good thing. If you're one of those people who are very unexpected and people can't just read you off the bat and you come up with a corny joke, then sometimes that does help. But sometimes if you're very, you know, you're like an open book and people can read you, and then the moment you walk up to them to start off a joke that's corny, they're going to be like, uh-oh, here they come, because you're so easy to look into and be read by other people. But like you said, if you're unexpected, that works. That's always a good thing. That's a good trait about yourself.
Yeah.
But thank you for calling in today. Is there anything else that you want to say or give a shout out before we say goodbye to you?
I guess I'd like to say hi to Lisa.
Okay. From Canada.
I talk to her a lot on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. And you have a song request, I believe.
Yes.
And the song is by who?
Erykah Badu.
Alrighty. And the song is called?
Next Lifetime.
Perfect. We have that song set up for you right now. But thank you so much for calling in. It means a lot to us here. And I just hope that you have a better evening. I know you sound a little down, but I'm here to brighten up your day. And, I'll just keep you in my prayers and just try to be positive, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, have a great evening, all right?
You too.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. That was Brittany calling from Georgia in the U.S. of A. And she has a great request. And it's an artist that I really, really enjoy listening to. This is Erykah Badu with Next Lifetime. That was Erykah Badu with Next Lifetime, requested by Brittany from Georgia. Earlier when we were talking on the phone, to be honest, I felt a little bit of sadness in her voice. But Brittany, if you're still listening, we hope that you brighten up your evening today. Maybe watch a funny movie, have a glass of wine, just unwind and try to relax, not think about the stress that you actually build up during the day. And we're hoping all the listeners out there are always happy and positive. But moving on to the next artist also has a very soulful voice and been compared to another amazing English singer-songwriter, Adele, along with another UK artist, John Newman. Now we're talking about Mr. Sam Smith. Now, you already scored 3 number ones with his singles, including Stay With Me and Money on My Mind. And we've been telling you guys how amazing he is, and we informed you that he will be releasing his first debut album in May. And guess what? Yes, it is out. And recently he released In the Lonely Hour, but only in the UK. And in the US, the album will be released on June 17th. And the song we're going to play for you guys right now is the title track of his first album. And recently, he collaborated with Mary J. Blige. So if you like the original song, after listening, please check it out online, the version with Mary J. Blige. This is Sam Smith with Stay With Me. We got a throwback moment for you guys. This is requested by Mariko Gucci, song by Mariah Carey, Fantasy. That was Mariah Carey with Fantasy. That's a great song. It's like a first, I guess, a pre-warning that the summer's coming up and we're going to get ready to have a great time. It's going to be a beautiful summer because look at the weather right now. It is great. I know on Monday it was a little gloomy, even yesterday, and we had a little downpour here in Korea. But after the rain, the sun did come out and it is beautiful outside. But guess what, y'all? It's time to wrap up our show. And I know not many listeners right now all over the world are enjoying their day off. But we want to remind you guys, for those of you in Korea, today is regional election day. So if you're planning on doing anything today, if you're still in bed and you're planning on going to picnics or maybe to an amusement park or just a friend's house to hang out, go vote first. Please make sure you vote if you're able to. And then do what you got planned. There you go. Keep that on your agenda for today. But we have to wrap things up right now. And the last song for our show is by an amazing rapper who I wish would come out with some new material this year or soon, maybe next year. And I'm talking about Nas. And the song is called I Can. It's a very positive song. You got little kids in the back saying, I know I can. Check it out. It's a great song. But it's your boy Brian Jew having to sign off. But I'll be back tomorrow at 9:05 a.m. Peace.